Hi everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live this week. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. How is everyone today? It's great to have you all along. Thank you for joining me. You might be joining me live here on Facebook Live. Today is Monday the 26th of April 2021. So if you are watching live, thanks for joining me. And if you're watching the replay later on, either on Facebook or on YouTube, thanks for coming along and watching as well. And feel free to pop any comments in. You might like to give me some likes. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're watching this on YouTube, be great if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel and then click on the little bell icon so you get notified of all of my videos when I post them up. And thank you so much to all of you for your support. All right, so while I'm waiting for everyone to jump on, I'll just call this up on my iPad so that I can see all of your comments there. So just give me a moment and I'll find the video. Okay, there we go. Great, so I can see all of your comments down there on my iPad. Hi Megan, how you going? Hi Julie. Hi Laura. Great to have you all here. How is everyone today? It is a lovely sunny day here in Sydney today. Very beautiful out there in the sun. I was sitting out there a little while ago with our little puppy Callie, and she was having some nice outside playtime. Yeah, it was beautiful sitting out there. So I've got quite a few things to share with you today, and I've got a project using some new product. It's a really quick and easy project today. So no Megan, we don't have a public holiday today, no. Because Anzac Day actually fell on a Sunday, they didn't call a public holiday for today being Monday. So hi Nadine, great to have you here. Hi Kathleen, good to see you. Oh, it's been cold and rainy there, Laura, has it? On and off. Ah, over there in New Zealand. Ah, okay. We haven't had any rain for a little while. So it's been really lovely sunny weather, but it is cooling down a bit. The nights are quite chilly now. Hey Jenny, nice day down there in Tassie today. Awesome, very good. Hi Athena, great to have you along as well. Yeah, so as I was saying, I've got a few things to share today and then a really quick project to share with you today. Which I have a sample prepared and we're going to make it in a different color. So that'll be fun, but I just thought I'd keep it nice and simple today, not too fussy and fiddly. And we might have a shorter live today. We'll see how we go. So it's so great to have you all along. How was your weekend? Let me know what you got up to on your weekend. I did some work on Saturday and then on Sunday I pretty much had the day off. I try to have a day off a week, which is usually Sunday. And yeah, so I had a sleep in. Actually, I got up early in the morning with our puppy, and then after she'd been up for about an hour and a half, thereabouts, I went back to bed again with her. And then she was very disturbed, so neither of us sort of slept very well then. And we'd gone to bed early hours of the morning before, by the way, too. So we hadn't had much sleep. So we were in and out of bed for a big part of yesterday, actually, which was nice. And then I did some binge watching on Netflix, watching some Gilmore Girls, which I have fallen in love with that show. I never watched it when it originally came out. I think it was the 90s, early 90s, or thereabouts. And yeah, I never watched it back then. Oh no, it might have been 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, I never watched it, but I'm watching it now with gusto. So really enjoying it. Megan said they must be the only state with the holiday then. Perhaps. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure which states in Australia are having a public holiday today for Anzac Day. But yeah, it must be a state by state thing. It's not a national holiday. So yeah, so it's great to have you all here with me. So feel free to share my videos with anyone that you think might be interested as well. If you know any other people if you have any friends or family that might be crafters that you think might enjoy my videos, feel free to share it with them. That would be awesome. Okay, so what I was going to let you know first of all is our beautiful annual catalogue. And look at mine. I've started my wish list. This is my wish list just so far, and I know that I will add to that as time goes on. So all of these little sticky notes, and there's some behind others as well. That's the start of my wish list. I also have it written down on another piece of paper. And I've got some tabs down the side as well, so that it makes it easy for me to find things in the catalogue as well. So with the annual catalogue, I have sent those out to my current customers. So if you've purchased with me in the last 12 months, one will already be on its way to you. Hopefully everyone will start to receive them this week, because the catalogue goes live next week on Tuesday of next week. So we've only got just over a week before it goes live on the 4th of May. So that is super exciting. So if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you live in Australia and you would like one of these beautiful catalogues, let me know and I would love to send one out to you. So just send me a message. You can send me a message on Messenger, which would be much better than popping it here, because I might miss it here, because sometimes Facebook hides some of the comments and I don't always see all of them, which is really frustrating. But yes, if you'd like a catalogue, send me a message. At the top of my business page, there is a spot up there where you can just click on message and just send me a message there. That'd be awesome. Okay, now I wanted to let you know as well that from next month, we have a very special joining offer that has now, it's a great time to join Stampin' Up! At any time, especially if you love the products and you know you're going to be spending, then it's great value. It's the best value actually in the whole catalogue for you to purchase the starter kit, because you get, at the moment, you purchase 230, let me start again. At the moment, the starter kit is $169, but you choose $235 worth of product. So if you want to get any of these new products that I'm going to show you now, you can get these in your starter kit. However, if you wanted to wait until May, we have a special promotion running in May from the 4th to the 31st. And here it is here. It's called Join Plus. And Stampin' Up! Are actually increasing the value that you get in your starter kit. You'll still only pay $169, but you get $283. I've got to get that figure into my head, of value. So you get to choose $283 worth of value in your starter kit and still only pay $169. So that means you get $114 worth of product for free. And that's your choice of product, whatever you like from the catalogue. And you can choose from the new catalogue as well. Plus, you get free shipping as well on your starter kit. And then from there on, you'll get 20% discount on all of your products. So not only that, but you'll be joining my awesome team. And my team have a great time together. We have a Facebook group, and we share our projects, we share tips and techniques with each other. We have a lot of fun. We get together socially. Currently it's mainly online, so via Zoom, but we have a really fun time together. We had a catalogue walkthrough on Saturday night together, and that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs as well as we went through, and we shared our favourite products from the new catalogue, so that was really fun. Yeah, and we just have beautiful friendships as well. So it's a really beautiful community to belong to. And then you're joining the wider Stampin' Up! Family as well, and you get to meet lots of people from all around the world. And the demonstrator events are amazing as well, let me just say. So lots and lots of benefits of joining with Stampin' Up! So if you'd like more information about that or about joining my team, please send me a message. I would love to have a chat with you. I can give you more information if you're still unsure. If you would like more details, there's definitely no pressure with asking questions. Just feel free to ask. And yeah, but this one is an awesome joining offer from the 4th of May to the 31st of May. So just keep that one in the back of your mind as well. So it's only a week until that one will launch. Okay. Oh, hey Rose, how you going? Great to have you along with us. All the way from Tassie. Jenny said it's a lovely day down there today in Tassie, Rose. All right. Now the next thing I wanted to tell you about was my In Colour Club. We are going to be playing with some of the new In Colours this year. Yes, we are going to be playing with new In Colours this year, but today we're actually going to be playing with the new In Colours. In case you missed my video last week, I went through some of the new products. Oh, sorry, not last week. Last week we worked on the kit. It was the week before that. I opened up my pre-order box and we looked at all of the new products. But let me just share with you again, these are the beautiful new In Colours. So the In Colours stay around for 2 years and they are additional to our standard colour families, which we have. And these ones will stay for 2 years and then these ones retire, whereas we have all of our other standard colours that are there all the time. But these are such a beautiful range of In Colours. So in case you missed it before, let me tell you the colours. We've got, now this is going to test my memory. We've got Fresh Freesia, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, Soft Succulent, and Evening Evergreen. Yay, I remembered them all. Aren't they beautiful? And they actually coordinate beautifully together as well as coordinating with some of our other colours. So we're going to be playing with those today. I've cut these down to card front sizes, which are usable pieces for me, but they do come in A4 size, and then for here in Australia. In America, they come in letter size. So yeah, America and Canada have a different size to Australia and Europe. So yeah, they come in A4 and then you can cut them in half to form a card front size, and then you can cut them down even, a card base, and then you can cut them down even further into smaller usable pieces. So these are my card front sizes, and then I trim them down from there. So we're going to be playing with those, but I'm not sure if you've seen it yet, but I am actually holding an In Colour Club this year. It's the first time I've held it. It is a great way of getting all of the beautiful In Colour products. So we have the cardstock. We also have the inks. So they're the stamp pads in all of the colours. We've got the ink refills. So for each one of those colours is a refill. Always really important to get the refills when you get the ink pads, because the ink pads do dry out over time and you will need to re-ink them. So yeah, good idea to always have those. So just explaining, I'll show you a few more of the In Colour products in a moment, but just to explain to you more about my In Colour Club. So the In Colour Club is basically a way of getting all of the In Colour products over a 5-month period, because there's 5 In Colours. So we focus on 1 colour per month. So you get all of the products in that colour that month, and then the next month you'll get one of the other colours, and by the end of the 5th month you'll have them all. So it's just a more affordable way of spreading out the cost. If you want all of those products, spreading out the cost across 5 months. So let me show you what else you get. So you get the cardstock. Now with the cardstock, you'll get the assortment pack. So with the cardstock, you can purchase it in the individual packs of 1 colour, or you can get an assortment pack. And in the assortment pack, you'll get 4 sheets of each of the colors. I had to think then how many. You get 4 sheets of each of the colors in the assortment pack, and that's in A4. So that you'll get as part of the club. You'll get the ink pads, you'll get the inks, refills. You'll also get the Stampin' Blends. Now I've got all the colors in the Stampin' Blends. I've just got mine in a case, just stored in a case at the moment, but each of the colors come in a light and a dark blend. Now if you're not familiar with the Stampin' Blends, there are alcohol markers. So they blend beautifully. You can combine the colors. They have a brush tip and a bullet tip. So let me just show you the light fresh freesia. So they have you see that there? Show you on my face. So that's the brush tip, and then you have the bullet tip as well. And the caps are very well fitted, so that you see that there? Yeah. So that's good for colouring in finer detail. The caps do clip on very tightly because these are an alcohol marker. The alcohol does dry very quickly, so it's important to keep them capped in between use and keep them stored flat as well. So you get those as part of the In Colour Club, and you also will get a full roll of each of the ribbons. So let me show you the beautiful ribbons. Here they are here. They are just gorgeous. They're like an organza in the middle, in the center part, and then on the outside edges, it's like satin. Hang on, I'm just trying to get them around the right way so I can show you all of them. There we go. Oh, what's happened to our pale papaya? Need to pull that one out a little bit. There we go. So you can see all those beautiful colors. They're just gorgeous. Yeah, so it's quite sheer in the middle with that sort of organza type material, and then the edges are the satin, really pretty. So you'll get a roll in the color of the month, and then by the end of the month you'll have, by the end of the 5 months, you'll have each color. You also will get the designer series paper. So the designer series paper, I've already chopped into mine, so I've got little bits and pieces, but it does come in 6 by 6 inches, and you get a full pack. There are 40 sheets in here in the In Colour designer series paper, and this one is, I've got a full pack here. I mean not a full pack. There's 4 designs in each colour. And I'm just showing you, separating them to show you each of those designs in each of the colors, so you can see. And this here is only, I think I've got half a pack in my hand, so you get double that. Yeah, so they're really beautiful. You can see all of the different designs there. 1, 2, oh, we're missing one. Where's the other one? There it is. It's hiding. So you get all of those. You'll also get the In Colour Shimmer Vellum. I don't have the Shimmer Vellum yet, but it's coloured in the In Colours, and it's got that beautiful shimmery effect through it, which is really beautiful. Yeah, I just don't have any of that yet here to show you, but you will get that. You'll also get, as free items, you will get a packet of the In Colour Stampin' Write markers as a free gift. Plus, you also get a packet of the In Colour jewels as a free gift. Now, this isn't a full packet because I've already started using some of those, but usually there are 100 of those, and they've got, I'm not sure if you can see in the plastic, but they've got this beautiful shimmer about them as well. These In Colour jewels, really, really pretty. So yeah, so that's everything that you get. The club is $65 per month for 5 months, and the registration is via, there's a link through to a registration form. Now all of that is pinned at the top of my business page here. So once I finish my live today, if you're interested in my In Colour Club, please go to that pinned post at the top of my page, and just click on the link, and that takes you through to the registration form with all of the information. It tells you all of the information, what you can expect, the dates and everything like that. It's going to be starting in May, so if you register by the end of April, then you can join in May. I'll probably keep it open for a couple of months, to start from a couple of months. I'll probably keep it open for May as well, so then anyone joining in May can then start receiving their products from the beginning of June, and go on that way. So yeah, you can kind of join any time, but the products will be sent to you at the beginning of the month, the following month after you join. Okay, so that is my In Colour Club. Yeah, there's definitely, there's more information on that registration form. So you can go and have a look at that registration form before actually signing up for it if you want all of the information. So just click on that link. Okay, also as well, I'm running a paper share as well. I always like to run a paper share with each new catalogue for all of those beautiful designer series papers. Now there are 11, I think there were 11. Oh, I've got the list right here in front of me. I just put the other one down on top of it. There are 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, there's 11 designer series papers. And with my paper share, basically what you'll get is you'll get a quarter pack of each of those designer series papers. So there's one pack that is 6 by 6 inch, all the others are 12 by 12 inch. And there's one pack that is larger than the other packs. It has more paper in it, so you get more of that one. For this one, you need to get in contact with me for a registration form. That one's not on Google Forms yet, but I can give you the registration form with all of the details. That one, the registration is by the 28th though, so that's in 2 days. Wednesday, the registration for my paper share is closing. You'll get a total of 78 pieces of designer series paper, and the cost is $70. If you need yours posted to you, if you're not within my local area that can pick it up, then there'll be the additional cost of postage on top of that as well. So yeah, so let me know if you'd like more information about my paper share. Again, there is information in my posts. It's towards the top of the business page as well. So you'll see that there. We still have got as well our Bouquet of Hope paper pumpkin kit. This is a beautiful kit. I actually made the cards from this last week on my Facebook Live. So if you'd like to check those out and see what they actually look like in real life, well, on camera, but you can go back and have a quick look at my video from last week. And that video has also been posted to YouTube, so you can also search for that on YouTube as well. So it's called the Bouquet of Hope, and it's a really pretty kit, very easy to put together. And even anyone who has never crafted before, never made cards before, could put this together. It's really simple. Okay, so check that one out. That one's only $37, so very affordable kit, and you get nine cards in there to make, with the matching envelopes and everything too. You get a stamp set, you get a little ink spot. The only thing it doesn't come with is a block. So if you don't have a block, if you don't have any stamp blocks, if you're new to stamping, then make sure that you pop a block in your order as well. So the D size block will fit all of the stamps. Okay, so make sure that you have a block as well. And they're just called clear blocks, so you can just do a search in, I think they're under tools in the online store. If you need codes or things like that, just get in contact with me and ask me. All right, hey Tina Marie, no worries, all good, all good. Just going through some of the things that are happening. We've been talking about the new catalogue, the Join Plus promotion, which is starting on the 4th of May, my In Colour Club, and my paper share, and the Bouquet of Hope. And remember too that the last chance products in the clearance rack are still available, and with those products that are the clearance rack has products that have already retired. The last chance products are products that are retiring, and also some of the bundles that are carrying over into the new catalogue, but they won't be available as bundles anymore. They'll be split into individual product, which means you don't get that 10% discount anymore. So if there were any bundles you were looking at, check on the last chance products to see if they're ones that are on the list, and yeah, and get them now while you can get that additional 10% discount on them. It's a great time to purchase them. All right, I've got a couple of I've got a couple of classes coming up for May. The first one is my All Things Fabulous class. I just posted about that on the weekend, so you may have seen the post there in my news feed. And that one, the RSVP and ordering date is this Thursday, the 29th of April. It's a really beautiful bundle, and it is going to be carrying over into the new catalogue, but I've got a class on that. The class will actually be on the 8th of May, but the orders need to be in by this Thursday so that I've got time to then collate the numbers and prepare the kits and get them sent out to you in time for the 8th of May class. Okay, there is a sneak peek of the projects in the promotion on the event as well. So if you can't find it in my news feed, just go to my events and you'll see it under events there. All right, and all of my classes, unfortunately, and my paper shares and my In Colour Club are for Australian residents only, because I can't sell to anybody outside of Australia, but I can from anywhere in Australia. So yeah. All right, so we are going to be playing with some in colours, as I said. Are you ready to get playing? All right, let me just pop my folder to the side. Okay. So what I'll do is I will cover up the camera and I'll tip it down onto my desktop so that you can see what I'm creating, and then that way you'll be able to follow along with me. All right. Oh, thanks, Megan. Megan has just popped in the code for the D block. If you're purchasing that paper pumpkin kit and you needed a block, Megan's popped the code there for you. Thanks so much, Megan. It's 118485. And that's it. The D block is the most used block actually for, obviously we have some larger stamps that need larger blocks in the collection, but the D block is actually the most used ones, and a lot of our stamps fit on the D block, because you can use that for smaller stamps as well. It's kind of the mid-size one, which is a fantastic block to have in your range. All right, so let me cover up my camera and I'll tip the camera down onto my desktop. So just bear with me while I do that. It might sound a little bit clunky, just while I get everything set up, because I've got to move my stand and all the clamps and things. So just bear with me for a moment and we'll get that ready for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, tighten all those up. If I didn't cover up my camera, you would be feeling super dizzy by now, I think. This is a lot of movement. All right, there we go. All right, we'll just adjust the lights and we'll let the iPad catch up so I can see how that is looking and if I've got it straight today. Oh, nearly. It's not too bad. Let's go that way a tad and see if that straightens it up a bit. All right, and we'll get some light down on the desk a bit better. There we go. Okay, all right. So if you are shopping with me, you can go to my online store via my blog. Oh, I really must make a new one of these. This is getting so curly. And my blog is mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com. And then if you use my host code, which I'll pop down here for you as well, this host code is my April host code. So if you're shopping with me, use my host code so that I can put a little thank you gift in the post for you. So that would be lovely. I love to look after my customers. I like to give good customer service. And one of the ways I do that is to give thank you gifts to my customers. So yes, I'd love to be able to do that for you. All right, so today we are going to be playing with one of the new designer series papers. This one is called the Pansy Petals designer series paper, and you'll see that I've started to cut into this. This one coordinates with the new in colors. So there are some really beautiful, I did show this on my unboxing a couple of weeks ago, but I'll just pull it out again just to show you all the beautiful patterns that we have in this paper. And we've got this one too. Ooh. Sorry, I should have pulled them out of the packet before I started. Actually, let's just do that. Let's just pull them out of the plastic. I can put them back in the plastic later. And that'll make it easier for me to separate them so I can show you all these beautiful flowers. Now this is from the oh, hang on a minute, there's the board there. This is from the Pansy Petals suite. There's a whole suite of products that coordinate in this range, and this is just the designer series paper. There's also a stamp set and dies, but we won't be using them today. Oh, I've got some double ups there. I haven't got them all sorted out exactly right there. All right, so some of these I've got up one way, I think, and some of them I haven't flipped over. Oh yeah, that's the back of that one. There we go. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3. What's the back of that one? Oh, here. That one goes with that one, and then that one goes with that one. Oh, that's very stripy, isn't it? It's lovely. That one and that one and this one. Usually I have these already like double-sided, so I've got the one side showing and then the other side. There we go. So now you can see them. Okay, aren't they beautiful? So lovely. So if you're not a big fan of all the pansies on these, you do have those more solid backgrounds. We've got 3 colors in the gingham there, and then you've got some stripes, some spots, and this one is sort of like a floral pattern too. Really beautiful. The colors in this designer series paper are Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, which is one of our new in colors, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink. Those 3 are our new in colors. And then you've got Soft Sea Foam, Soft Succulent as well, which is another in color, and Whisper White. So you have got all of the in colors in there, as well as a few other colors as well. Really, really beautiful. So we're going to be using some of that today. But we're not using the stamp set and dies today. I'm saving that for another day. We're going to be using some other products with this paper. So let me show you. Actually, I'll just show you quickly the stamp set that does coordinate. It's the Pansy Patch stamp set. Now it's just, the images are shown at 90% on the cover, and that's just so that all of the images could fit onto the cover there. And then you've got these beautiful dies that coordinate as well. So I'll just move them over. Just realized my camera is shifted a little bit to the other side today. So yeah, and beautiful dies that coordinate. Some of the dies cut out some of the designer series paper as well as the stamped images, and then you've got additional dies as well that just cut out the flowers. So the flowers you can piece together. It is a 2-step stamp set, so you layer the different images inside of one another. But it kind of shows you on the front cover how to line them up, like which ones go with which. So these ones all go together, these ones go together, these 2 go together, these 2 go together, these 2 go together, kind of thing. So that makes it a lot easier to work out how to do the stamping. So yeah, but we're going to save that one for another day. We're not using that stamp set today because we're keeping it very simple today. All right, so let me show you what we are going to be making today. I have got this card here. This is just a really quick, simple little card. Oh, hey, Alison, how you going? Sorry, didn't see you jump on. Oh, Megan and Laura are loving this, so that's awesome. Great. So this card I just made with the designer series paper, added a sentiment, some of the in color ribbons. I've used the in colors as you see, and I've used one of our new dies. So we've got these new, let me just grab them. We've got these new dies. They're called basic border dies, and let me show them to you. So they're really amazing. I just used it for the first time today when I was creating this card. Let me move that up, sorry. All right, let me move everything up a little bit. I think I'm working a bit low, a bit down low today. Everything's going off camera. Is that better? Okay, hopefully you can see that now. Yes, so these dies, you have all these different borders. You've even got clouds. Well, let's go that way. You've got clouds. You've got like, this one looks like rickrack. It's like a zigzaggy pattern, but it's kind of a bit like rickrack. This beautiful decorative one here. And then you've got these shapes here. And this one here is the one that I've used. This one here is the one that I've used to create that. So I'll show you, we'll die cut that together on camera. So yeah. Ah, Laura said she's got me sitting on her windowsill while she's cooking dinner. Oh, that's awesome, Laura. That's great, multitasking. So yeah, so look out when the catalogue goes live, look out for these dies. They're called the basic border dies. They're really beautiful. They're going to be very versatile, these ones. I'm also, for the sentiment, I'm using another one of the new stamp sets, which is the Quiet Meadow stamp set. Now you might remember I posted, I've still got them in the plastic, but I posted a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I'm missing one. I'm missing the Pale Papaya one. We made these in the in colours to showcase this new stamp set, and we made one in each of the colours. Just the papaya one must be in the box still. So that's the stamp set that I've used for the sentiment. I'm just using the You're Too Kind, but I love this. I'm actually creating with this at the moment. We've got a team swap coming up, and I'm creating something with this stamp set at the moment for the team swap. I started it last night, but it got too late and I had to go to bed, so I had to put it to the side. Yeah, so we're going to do this one, but we're going to change up the colours. So I've used the Pale Papaya and the Evening Evergreen with the designer series paper, the Pale Papaya cardstock again there, and the Pale Papaya ribbon. And for the bling, I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me bring that a bit closer. For that beautiful bling there, I've used the new Genial Gems. So these ones are a new one in the new catalogue. We were able to purchase those as demonstrators in our pre-order. That's one of the perks of being a demonstrator, is that, actually I'll take them out of the packet because the plastic is just reflecting a little bit. Yeah, we get to order from the new catalogues early before everybody else. So these are one of the products that were available to us. Aren't they beautiful? Really, really pretty. They're a faceted gem and they've got like gold glitter in them. Really pretty. I don't even think the camera is showing up how beautiful they are. You really have to see them in real life. So we're going to use some of those. Okay, I've also got here too, I might even use these ones instead. These are the loose leaf flourishes, and these do coordinate with the in colours. This has got 3 of the in colours in them, so not all 5. But you've got the Pale Papaya, the Polished Pink, and the Fresh Freesia. So I might even use these ones this time on this other card because I'm going to change up the colours a little bit. So they're called Loose Flower Flourishes, if anyone's looking for those. Oh, thank you, Laura. And Alison said, now I have to check out those border dies. Yeah, they're really cool, Alison. They're really awesome. All right, so let me show you the colors that I've chosen for the one that we're going to make together today. And I'll pop this one to the side. So I've chosen the Fresh Freesia as our card base. So I've basically just cut an A4 piece of cardstock in half to form my card base, and then scored that at 10.5 centimeters to create my card. Okay, so that's that one. And then the layer, this is the layer, and I haven't cut any of my layers yet, so we're going to cut them all together. So this one I'm using the Soft Succulent. I'm using the same paper, but I'm using a different piece of the paper, so you'll see the different colorings in there. And I really wanted to focus on the beautiful purple flowers there. So that's why I'm going with the purple. Same designer series paper, but it's going to give a very different look. And then I've got the Fresh Freesia ribbon. So I've already tied my little bow in advance, and we're going to stamp onto the Fresh Freesia as well. But this time I think I'm going to be stamping in black memento, or you could also stamp in basic grey as well. That would be nice as well. Okay, so let's put this together, and I'm going to cut all of this cardstock with you so you can see me cutting all of the measurements. Just the bases I already had cut though. I've got a whole stack here beside me of the in colors already pre-cut for myself so that I'll use them. So I've got some half sheets, some half A4 sheets, which are my card bases, and then I've got a whole stack of the card front size cut already as well. So I've done that in each of the colors. So I've got them here ready with my inks and my ribbons and all the other in color products just ready to go. So that will help me to use them. All right. Okay, so let's bring in our paper trimmer, our beautiful Stampin' Up! Trimmer. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Trimmer, this is an awesome trimmer to have. You've got the centimeters and the inches measurements across the top. You've also got measurements in the middle and at the bottom as well. I'm not sure if that's going to go on camera because this is very long. This is more than 12 inches long. You've also got the extension arm here, so if you're cutting really big pieces, you might be a scrapbooker and be cutting a really large piece. Then you've got that extension arm as well, so that just tucks in there nicely. And then the trimmer, when you purchase it, it comes with just the inches on the arm, but Stampin' Up! Now does sell the arms, the detachable arms with the centimeter measurements as well. They don't cost very much, they're quite cheap. So if you would prefer to have centimeters on your measurements down your cutting arm as well, you can replace the cutting arm. It comes with two blades, so you've got the cutting blade and the scoring blade, and you can purchase replacement cutting blades as well. Okay, so there we go. Amber said you'll be an in-color expert by the end of this live. Well, I hope so. I'm getting all the new colors memorized now, so that's good. All right, I always like to use the measurements at the top of my trimmer. So you've got this little edge along the top and along the bottom, so you can butt your cardstock up along there. But I always like to use the top edge, I should say. All right, so we've already got our card base cut. So that was cut at 14.85 centimeters. So if I had a full size A4, so let me grab another piece and I'll show you. So a full piece of A4, it would be like that. Okay, so you put it into your trimmer that way. So you've got the long edge along the top, and then you're going to cut that at 14.85 centimeters. All right, then you're going to turn it around and you're going to line up one side of it at 10.5, and then you're going to score that along, well actually I scored it on the other side. You score that along at 10.5. Okay, so you run that, I usually do it 3 or 4 times, and that will create a valley fold. So you want when you're folding your cardstock, you want the valley fold on the outside and the mountain fold, which is the part that sort of sits up, on the inside. Okay, and that is because of the way that it breaks down the fibers when you're cutting your cardstock, when you're scoring your cardstock. If you try and fold it the other way, it can cause the cardstock to break down and tear a little bit. So always make sure you've got your mountain fold, which is the one that sits up, on the inside when you're folding your card. Okay, just a little tip there. Alrighty, so our next layer is our soft succulent. So I've just started with a card front piece, which is that's 14.85 by 10.5. All right, now I'm going to cut that down to 14.2, or you can go 14.25 to have it exactly correct, because the other one was 14.85. So 14.25. So that's across the short edge, and then 9.6 wide. 9.6. There we go. Okay, so now we should have, hopefully I wrote those measurements down correctly. So now we have a, oh, I don't think I did actually. Did I write that down wrong? Hang on, let me just check. I did write that down. No, I measured that wrong. That should have been, oh, I looked at the wrong one. Sorry. It's 14.2 by 9.9. What did I do? I did 9.6. I did this, the width of the designer series paper. Thankfully, I have another piece pre-cut. Let's do that again. I'm looking at the wrong measurements there. All right, let's do that again. 14.25, that was correct. That's right. And then 9.9. Okay, that's right. That should look better. Now let's see. We should have a 3mm border. That looks better. That looks a bit more even now. Yep. Okay, so that'll be our 3mm border. Alrighty. Then we're going to cut, so we'll put those to the side. We'll get rid of our strips. Then with our designer series paper, we're going to cut that at 13.9 centimeters wide. 13.9, I'm just double checking I've got the correct measurements this time. 13.9. Now, don't throw away that strip, because you can use that to decorate the inside of your card, or you might like to use it on another project, but keep all your little strips. And then it's going to be 9.6 this time. All right, 9.6, okay. And you can keep that little strip too, because you do have the gingham on the other side. So even if you don't have much of the floral design on that little strip, you do have the gingham on the other side, so you can always use the gingham as a decorative strip on the inside of your card too. Okay, so let's take the trimmer away. Now if I were to line that, if you don't have these dies and you can't cut that decorative edge, you could still just have your designer series paper left in a rectangle and just put that straight onto your card front like that. Sorry, I'll move that up again and over. Okay, so you could certainly have it like that and it would still be beautiful. All right, but I want to create that pretty decorative edge. So this time, I might use one of the other ones, because we used this one on the last one. How about we use this curved one this time? We'll give that one a go and see how that one looks. All right, so I'll move these to the side. I'll bring in my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to be using my big machine this time because the width of this won't fit through my mini machine. It's a little bit too wide. Oh, Jenny loves the paper. Oh, that's good, Jenny. I'm glad you love it. It's really pretty. All right, so I'll bring over my big machine. This is the standard Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. Just move my plates over. Move that up a bit so you can see it. So I'm using the base plate, so the number 1 plate. I'll put that in so you can see that. Number 1 plate. Whoops. I'm using the number 2 thin die adapter. I've got a clear plate, a clear cutting plate, which is a number 3. I'm just turning it over because it's a bit warped. This one's been cut on a lot, you can see. Then I'll put in my paper and my die. So I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape to hold this in place. Now, I'm lining this up so that I've got the die going right to the bottom of the paper. I don't want to lose those purple flowers because they're the ones I want to focus on. And I'm having a look to see that I've got the same amount of, I'll just move that over a little bit, the same amount of gaps sort of here and here or thereabouts, so that I've got that even. And I mean, if you wanted to be really fussy, you could get a ruler out, and also to making sure that the die is overhanging both sides of the paper to be sure that we're getting it in the center. I'm going to just shimmy that over a little bit. There we go. Okay, I haven't used this one before, so this is the first time I've used this particular one. All right, so I'm going to tape that down onto my mat, or my cutting plate, I should say. Do I have any tips of how to get the bow out of your plates? I've had it sitting in the machine for ages and it's not working. That's from Megan. Megan, I just keep rotating my plates. Because of the material that they will warp over time with continual use. So I just keep flipping them over. When they start to warp in one direction, I just flip them over and start using them on the other side. And that's basically the best thing that you can do. I have also found that storing them in the machine doesn't really work, and it actually puts a lot of pressure on your rollers too. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, so just flipping, just constantly flipping your plates over, Megan, is really the best way. They are a consumable product, so they will need replacing over time. It just depends on how much you're using them as to how often you know, you need to replace them. I'm obviously using mine very frequently because of classes, because I'm prepping a lot for classes, so mine get replaced fairly regularly, but probably only once every month or so, or could even be less than that, once every couple of months. Just depends. And I've got the 2 machines as well, so I'm going between the mini and the standard machine. So yeah. Oh, that one looked really beautiful. And so then if you pop that down on here, you get that beautiful, yeah, I like that. Gorgeous. Okay, so let's now go ahead and adhere the designer series paper. Are the plates, the new plates, the same size as the old machine? Yes, they are, Tina Marie. Yep. Oh, Jenny's got a tip for you, Megan. There you go. Put hot water in the sink for a while with something heavy on it, or in a warm oven while watching till warm, bring out and put something heavy on it. Oh, until they warm up, and then bring them out of the oven and put something warm on them. Yes, make sure if you put them in the oven that you watch them. Keep an eye on them. You wouldn't want them to catch a light or completely melt or something. It could make a big mess. But yeah, maybe try the hot water first. That's probably the safer method, and see if that helps, Megan. And then you can report back to us and let us know if it helped. All right, so I'm just going to, let's move all of this over. I'm going to put down some Stamp and Seal on the back of this piece here. I'm really working off camera today, aren't I? Maybe it's because I've got my camera zoomed in too far. I might have brought my stand down a little bit today. In fact, my camera has actually, I just noticed my camera has moved. Yeah, my stand is sunken. That's what's happened. All right, I'll just tighten those up a little bit. Sorry for the shaking, everybody. Sorry, that went a little bit wonky then for a moment. It was, yeah, my clamps weren't tight enough. Hopefully that's a little bit better. All right, so let's add some Stamp and Seal to the back of this designer series paper. I'll just get that working, get that running. There we go. Around the curve. I like with the Stamp and Seal that you can go around curves. It's really great. Okay, there we go. All right, we're just going to adhere that onto our soft succulent, and we want to have an even border at the top and the two sides. Now this time I've only got a 1.5mm border. I just wanted a really fine border this time. There we go. Beautiful. Doesn't that look fantastic? It's just an added decorative piece, isn't it? Having that fancy border. Really pretty. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of the Fresh Freesia ribbon, and I've just cut it a bit wider than my card front piece, and I'm just going to pop a glue dot on either end of that so we can wrap that around the back. So mini glue dots are the best for ribbon. If you watch me all the time, you'll hear me say it every time I create, because I always use them on all of my ribbons, and most of my projects will have ribbon on them. Very few of my projects don't have ribbon. All right, so we're just going to run that along the top there, just down a little bit from the top, down a little bit from the top of the designer series paper. I'm not measuring that, I'm just using my eye. There we go. All right, and then we can adhere that to our card base, and I'm just adhering that flat. Okay, so I'm going to use this time my Stamp and Seal Plus, because it's a little bit stronger. Well, actually it's quite stronger, quite a bit stronger. Just have to be careful with your ribbon. I noticed that when I was making my other one. This ribbon, because it's so delicate, so fine and delicate, it the Seal Plus wants to try and catch it, so you just have to be, oh, what did I just do? There we go. So you just have to be very careful if you're going over that ribbon with your Seal Plus. There we go. All right, so I'm going to just very carefully, I'm going to hold that end, I'm just going to add a little bit of Seal Plus onto my ribbon there, so that, oh, and on my corner, I missed the corner, just so that that adheres to the back of the card as well. Otherwise, if you don't put adhesive onto your ribbon, actually, did I get any on that one? If you don't put adhesive onto your ribbon, where that wraps around, what will happen is it'll pop up off the front of your card there. So I always like to add extra adhesive onto the over the top of the ribbon there. All right, so now we'll pop that down with our 3mm border. And hopefully I'm getting that straight. There we go. All right, let's put that up there. There we go. So give that a nice firm press. Then I've got my little bow ready to go. So I'm just going to pop a bow on the top there. So this is the cheats way. It's much easier, I find, for me anyway. Some people will actually take their ribbon from underneath, bring it up to the front, and then tie their bow. Depending on the type of ribbon, I find that really difficult to get the bow to sit nice and to get the ribbon to sit nice and firmly. So I tend to always, well, as much as possible, I try to tie my bow separately and then attach it onto the ribbon. So that's my little cheat way. So I'm going to pop a glue dot onto the back of my bow, and then I'm going to pop the bow just up here on top of the ribbon. There we go. I'm also going to just take a pick tool, and I'm going to pick up one of these glue dots, and I'm just going to sneak one underneath that ribbon So underneath where that ribbon is, because this is a little bit loose, if I just pop one under there where my bow is sitting, then that will hold that still so that that's now not going to wobble. And then we can just trim up the ends of our ribbon to the length that we want to have it. Oops, I didn't get the angle right on that one. Let's do that again. There we go. And we'll do this one as well. Okay, great. So we just need our sentiment and some bling now, because I really wanted that designer series paper to be the focal point of this card. So that's why I'm keeping it really simple, but just adding that decorative border as well just adds a little bit of something extra to the project. Let me just move this down a little bit because I moved my camera and now everything else is out of shot. There we go. All right, so now with the sentiment, I'll bring in my Fresh Freesia scrap. So this is just a little scrap that I had. I'm going to stamp on that with some Memento Black. Well, actually, you know what? I think I might use Basic Grey. Might use some Basic Grey. Let's get that out instead. The Basic Grey is not as heavy as the black. And because there's no black detail in this designer series paper, the Basic Grey might go a little bit better, just soften it up a tad. So I'm using, again, if you missed it before, I'm using the sentiment. I'm using You're Too Kind from the Quiet Meadow stamp set. So I'm just going to stamp that onto my cardstock. Beautiful. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention as well, when I was giving you all of my news, is I am going to be having a catalogue launch. I'm just doing the information promo up for that at the moment, but that'll be held on the 22nd of May at 2 p.m. So look out for that one as well, and because that'll be a lot of fun. And there'll be prizes, there'll be lots of fun things happening. We'll have make and takes, there'll be all sorts of things happening. I'll have a little challenge, little creative challenge, all sorts of things there'll be. All right, so for the sentiment, I'm going to use the Stitch So Sweetly dies, which is this one, these ones here. These ones are carrying over into our new annual catalogue. So I'm going to be using, I think it was that one. No, it was the next one. The third. Is it the third? No, it was the second. The second smallest. Is that the one? Yes, the second smallest one. Yeah, these are one of my favorite ones. I use these ones a lot. So I'm just going to line that up. I'll use a little bit of washi tape to hold that in place because we want to make sure that that is straight for our sentiment. I didn't quite stamp my sentiment straight on the cardstock, so we want to make sure our die is lined up. It's almost straight, but not quite. All right, I'll quickly run that through the machine just off camera because it'll be a lot quicker than me bringing it back over. Okay, so we'll just remove that from there. Pretty. Oh, I like the Basic Grey on the Fresh Freesia. All right, and we're going to pop this one up on dimensionals. So this is, if you love designer series paper, this is a really quick, easy, simple card that you can just put together without too much fuss, but that paper is just really the hero of the project and just pops and looks beautiful. So yeah, and remember about my paper share as well. This is a great card to make using all those papers from the paper share. So yeah, if you would like to join in on my paper share, be sure to register for that. All right, and then we'll just add in some bling. So let's have a look at how our little loose leaf flourishes would go with this. So let's see. We'll see what other colors might go. Oh, that one would look nice there. And then we can add a couple of these other little ones. We could even add in a few of the different colors as well, because we've got all three colors. We've got the fresh freesia, the pale papaya, and the lovely lipstick. I'm getting better with all my new in color names. The pink or the, oh, I think the pale papaya looks better on there. Stands out more. Yep. And then we can add a few of these little ones here and there, or you could even maybe put them in the centers. Let's have a look. What would they look like in the centers? Let's put a pink one in the pink one and a papaya one in the papaya one. No, I think I like them better. So you could use these. You could also use the in color jewels. They would be beautiful as well. I've only got one packet of those, and I'm saving them for something else, so I don't want to use too many of them at the moment. That's why I thought I'd use these ones instead, but they would be beautiful too. So all right, so let's pop those down. I'll just use a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. We don't want too much because we don't want that to ooze. Let me just take some of that back off actually. All right, so let's just pop that down there very gently. And our other little ones, I'm just going to pop a few of these. Actually, you know what? With these tiny ones, I'm just going to put a dab of glue onto the cardstock and then put the little embellishment. Oh, these ones are tiny. Tweezers might be good with those ones. There we go. One there. Oh, thanks, Laura. Laura likes this one. So elegant and gorgeous and so easy. Yeah. You know what? I love lots of detail on my cards usually, okay? So I like to add lots of layers, lots of technique and things like that. But sometimes it's good just to go back to basics and just do a simple little project like this. And because you know what? There's a lot of people out there that have never made cards before. And so it's good to be able to show people that card making does not need to be complicated. You can still make a beautiful card just with some basics. And there you have it. You have a beautiful card. So actually let's, might add another one up here. Let's see. Will I put that one there, or will I just leave it with the big one? Yeah, so card making does not need to be hard or complicated. And you just need to have a few different products to put together. And then you're good to go. So let's add that little one on there too. And the DSP, yes. Bit of cardstock, bit of DSP, ribbon bling, and you're done. There you go. And look, if you wanted to, you could even, I won't do it now, but you could, if you had a Wink of Stella glitter brush, you could go over some of these flowers and you could glitz them up and make them sparkly if you wanted to add something extra as well. So, you know, you can keep it as simple as you like, or you can step it right up. And again, as I said, if you don't have the border dies, you could just keep it even as a rectangle. It would still look beautiful. So there you go. There's my lovely, quick, simple card using that beautiful designer series paper. There's my two. I need to burnish that one a bit more, I think, on the edge. There's my two cards there. So they using the in colors and that beautiful designer series paper. Let me just tell you again what it is called. Pansy Petals. I had to just double check. Pansy Petals, and using those beautiful border dies as well. That was these ones here. Whoops, go up this way. Basic border dies. So we used this one on this one, and then we used the rounded edge one on this one. And so, yeah, and just changed up the colors. So really beautiful, really quick and easy. So I hope you really liked that. Oh, Amber said she liked the curved border die. She likes this one. Awesome. The embellishments are gorgeous. Yes, these ones, the little flower ones. Well, actually all of them. I love all of the embellishments. So I've used the Genial Gems, the loose leaf flourishes, and then we also have the in color jewels, and there's a whole heap of other new ones coming out in the new catalogue as well. Wait till you see them. They're absolutely beautiful. So yeah, lots and lots of choices. So there we go. All right. No worries. Yes, feel free to case that, Laura. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, go right ahead. That's great. Oh, thanks, Megan. Thanks, Alison. All right, well, I will flip the camera back up so that I can say goodbye to you all. We've done really well for time today, which is awesome. So, okay, so let me just flip this up. Oh, yeah, and remember to watch out for the details about my catalogue launch as well, because that'll be, I'll be advertising that really soon. All right, I'm just going to cover up the camera and I'll flip up so that I can say goodbye to you all face to face. Oh, squeaky. Sorry, that's my clamps tightening up there. Hold my camera in place. There we go. I better flip those cameras or we'll be upside down and back to front. There we go. All right, I'm getting a bit croaky today. I don't know what's going on with my throat. Oh, good. I'm sure I'll survive. It's just all the talking. Alrighty, so there we go. So let's hold those up. I'll hold both of those up. Ooh. I'm glad you liked those. That paper just makes it, doesn't it? Like, you don't need much else aside from that paper because it's just so beautiful. But the border dies do add a little bit of decorative, you know, finish to it. But again, as I said, you don't need to have them. So yeah, so I'm glad that you really liked those. Look out for my paper share so that you can grab some of that awesome designer series paper. Excuse me. Also for my in color club so that you can get the whole collection of the in colors over 5 months. It's a great way to do it, a great way to get the whole collection of everything in the in colors. So look out for both of those. They are already posted there on my Facebook business page. So have a look for those posts. They're both up near the top. So look out for those. And if you'd like to join in those, then the registration information is there for you. Keep an eye out for my my launch information. That'll be coming in the next couple of days. So watch out for that. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get that uploaded. And that'll be in the events section. It should pop up on my main page, but then you'll find it in the events section. And what else? All the other things I mentioned at the beginning. If you missed them at the beginning, go back and rewind and just watch the beginning part to see what else I mentioned. Oh, that's right, I've got a class coming up as well. So that has been advertised this week, in the last few days as well. So lots and lots of things happening. And then in the fourth week, the fourth Saturday of each month, I run my Technique Club. So Technique Club hasn't been advertised yet for May, but that'll be advertised very soon as well. So always lots happening. Okay, thanks so much everyone. And the bows, you love the bows, Jenny. Yeah, that ribbon is just absolutely gorgeous. Let me show those. And the ribbon has got that real beautiful sheen to it as well. Really, really pretty. Yeah. So do you all have, I didn't ask this, do you all have a favorite color of the in colors? Did I ask that before? I don't remember. I don't think I asked it today. I might have asked it last week. My favorite is Fresh Freesia, because I'm a purple girl. I'm a pink girl too, but I love Fresh Freesia. But yeah, I wonder if you'll have a favorite yet, or maybe you'll develop a favorite over time. And they do look a little bit different on camera to in person as well. So seeing them in person is really different. Megan likes polished pink. Yeah, because that's right, because you're a pink girl, aren't you, Megan? I think I might have asked this a couple of weeks ago when I did my unboxing. Yeah. Oh, you're very welcome, Megan. I'm so glad that you all joined me today. So yeah, look out for the in colors anyway, and yeah, for my in color club if you're interested in that. And you can read about it as well before signing up. Just read about it and see. Oh, Julie likes polished pink as well. Yeah, read about it first to see if you would like to join in, and that will be awesome. All right, well, I will let you all go on with your evening. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It's been great to have you. Remember that if you're watching this back on my YouTube channel later on, thank you so much for being there and watching. But remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like what you see, so that you'll be able to follow all of my future videos. All right, well, have a great week, everybody. Stay safe, stay well, enjoy the beautiful weather. Well, we're having beautiful weather here in Sydney, but apparently New Zealand is not so nice. It's a bit drizzly over there, I believe. But yeah, wherever you are, just enjoy. And I will look forward to seeing you all next week at 4 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. And until then, happy crafting, everyone. Bye.